Okay, good.
Yep.
All right. So let's see, a couple of things about this. Let's see, PyCharm can understand Python, and it can understand it better than most editors out there. The reason why I say this is because you can click somewhere and you can press, hold down your Option key and press up, and it will grab everything. Let's see, grab the thing that you want in the most immediate vicinity. Keep on pressing up, holding down that Alt key, and it will expand the selection. So maybe it's expand this particular, or select this particular variable, select the parentheses. Hey, how about the next function? How about those parentheses? How about the next function? You know, just keep on going. And it understands at every level that, or where it should stop the expansion of this section. So right now we've got the entire function definition. Now we've got the header, or sorry, the function and the attributes. It's grabbed the entire class. Now it's going to grab the class header and just the whole thing. So this is, let's see, an intelligent select. All that's from holding down Option and going up and down. Let's see. Other things that it can do are, let's say, if you have this little light bulb show up, maybe you have an unresolved reference to classical register. I don't have this currently imported. You can hold down the Alt key and press Enter, and it will bring up suggestions. What do you want to do? Well, I'd like to be able to import this thing. And so once you press Alt Enter, it will bring up the list and just hit Enter to choose your option. It's now put classical register up in the top. If I had some formatting problems, let's say like got too much spaces around here, hold down the Option, Command, and L, and this will reformat code for you. Down at the bottom of the screen, you'll probably notice that, let's see, I've got commands for Windows and Linux as well, just in case you don't have a Mac. Let's see, what else? I'm going to flip over into a different one, or a different window, so that I can show you something else. Let's say, it also has the feature of being able to handle multiple cursors. So I'd like to be able to start with this JavaScript and turn it into this nice Python dictionary. So the important information I want to get is this My button, another button too. I'm double clicking to select this stuff, but there's actually, there are better ways to be able to grab this instead of having to cut and paste all of these things. Hold down, once again, the Option key or the Alt key. You can click on a particular area. Let's see. And if you mess it up, you can just re-click on something and it will take away the cursor. And now I've got 4 cursors. I can use that Alt up to be able to grab all of these things. Now, think about what's going to happen next. I might want to do a cut. So what's going to happen to the buffer here? If I did a cut, I mean, I could do a copy or something like that, but I come down here and paste it in. It got all of those items in separate buffers, and then it pasted it all in. So let's see. What else? I also need to bring over, let's see, something I forgot to tell you about was if you have something selected, it doesn't have double quotes around it, but if you have it selected, you can press Shift double quotes, and it will automatically add the double quotes to both sides. If you had all of them selected, let's see. I haven't tried this one out yet, so. It'll work. I'll do all three, or all of them at once. So I need another cursor. The more command, or the more keyboard keystrokes you know to move around, you can go to the end of the line. Let's see, put in a colon. And now I need to grab all of these things. So do something else. I'm going to press Alt up, and that will grab. I want to get the single quotes I just copied. And is it one cursor or multiple? I think I'll go with multiple. So oh yeah, one more thing. Got the commas at the end. So it's a way you can take a lot of code and be able to manage multiple lines at once. It's great for things like that, or maybe you have a shopping list. I would like to be able to put class items on things. Class is class name. Let's see. Select everything out of that. Copy. I want to make a list out of this stuff. So I put my before and after list here. And I'll go ahead and do that. This. Anyway, it saves some time to highlight things, put double quote cursors around it, press the option right. Let's see, be able to do that. Go back to the beginning of the line, press delete, just in case you like it on one line. Anyway, just some time-saving tips. Press that Alt button, see what it does. Let's see. Just want to make sure I didn't forget anything. Oh, extract method. Let's see. If you have sections of code that you want to turn into a method, so I've got this section which sets up a quantum circuit. Let's see. Let's see. Command Alt M. This is for being able to extract a method name out of these things. New circuit setup. Since all of the items are in self, it didn't have to bring anything across. But if you did have something that you would like to, or that was needed in the body of this particular function, it would bring those across in the environment, or in the parameters of the function. So all of these were in self, so in the class itself, so it wasn't necessary. Another one. So that's Command Alt M. And that's about it. Let's see. So if you want, we can talk about, let's see, getting, other things that I would use with this are a programmer's font. There's a great list online. Just look for the 10 or top 10 programming fonts. You know, Droid Sans is awesome. If anybody has any other questions, let me know.
I have a question, Jeremy.
Yeah.
So I never use PyCharm. Does PyCharm has a black, what's called black mode? Like not black mode.
Oh, themes.
Theme,
Yes.
exactly.
Let's see. I changed my theme just before this talk so that I could, let's see, talk about that. Let's see. No, no. I usually use Darkula.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, you can create your own theme. You can, let's see, use one that's already out there. I use I use the light mode so that, hey, let's see, whenever my face doesn't show up very well, let's see, with the lighting that I've got in this room. So if I change my screen to light mode, then I would show up. But yeah, I end up using Darkula quite often. But
Thank you, Jeremy.
here's some of the things
I feel
that
like my head just exploded. There was so much in that talk that I did not know about the software that I use every single day.
All right. Well, let's see. I'm glad. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of this one comes from Mastering PyCharm. It was awesome book. And so things like the plugin to announce what keystroke you're making while you're making, that's one of the nice plugins. I end up using this particular section a lot. Let's see, going into PyCharm preferences and setting the project interpreter up for each project that I'm doing. And it has the ability to, you can add virtual environments, conda environments. Please don't use the system interpreter. Yeah.
Any other questions?